thinking about it now, I'm like, man, bro, like I really won a Super Bowl. Like, I was really part of a team that won the Super Bowl, that won the ultimate prize that everybody played this game for.
The Giants, in which you won the Super Bowl with.
Most
Won a Super
definitely.
How did it
Yeah,
feel to
man.
win that Super Bowl? Because we go all our life, man, and that's all. That's the only goal. Is there's nothing
Hmm.
higher than winning a Super Bowl. So how did that feel?
Yeah. Nothing higher than winning the Super Bowl, man. And I mean, like we was talking about legacy, man, that is stamped in stone forever. That name is on that trophy, that name is on them banners. Being a part of that team forever, man. Like that meant so much. Only that was like what that was our second year in the league when I won that year, man. So it's like thinking about it now, I'm like, man, bro, like I really won a Super Bowl. Like, I was really part of a team that won the Super Bowl, that won the ultimate prize that everybody played this game for. And, just sitting back and being able to say that, I'm a Super Bowl champion, man, feels surreal, but it's a blessing.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I won when I was in Denver. So I got traded from San Francisco. They ended up going
Right.
to Denver in 2015. Yeah,
15.
2015. Man, just standing there watching that confetti come down is like, I'm like, man, this is crazy. A lot of guys play so
Yeah.
long, Sinorice, and never get the opportunity
Hmm.
to make it that.
Never,
So
bro.
to be
Yeah.
able to have that title, like Super Bowl champs, is crazy, bro. Crazy.
Mm.
That's gonna forever live behind our name, you know?
Forever, bro. It ain't
It
going
ain't going
nowhere.
nowhere. It
It ain't
But
going
this
nowhere.
game, though, for this game to be what it is, there's of course, um, there could be things that to derail us and put us in a negative space, and that would be the injuries that we have to
Yeah.
suffer from, right? You tore your ACL
Yeah.
with the Giants.
No, no, I tore my quad with
Oh,
the
it was a
Giants.
quad. It
Yeah, I
wasn't
tore
a
my
knee at all.
quad, man. No, it wasn't a knee at
Then why
all,
they
man. I
say
tore my
on
quad.
your when I was doing my research on you, they said ACL. I don't know why they said that.
Yeah, yeah, it was my quad, man. My
Quad.
quad with the
I think,
Giants.
who just tore their quad? Dietrich Wise.
Mm,
He was with the Patriots, now he's with the Commanders. He just tore his quad.
yeah, man. That's a tough injury, man, especially with someone that runs and plays wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was something that was nagging. It was something that I don't think I'm even fully recovered from that, after all these years. Like you still feel it from time to time. But trying to get back to who you was after you tear a quad, man, is tough, But each and every day, man, I put in work to make sure I got back to where I needed to be and still went out there and performed when I got the opportunities to perform, with the Giants. But man, that was definitely tough, man. That injury was whew, it was something that I don't honestly wish on anybody, especially like I said, when you're using your speed and you play in that position as wide receiver. It was like, you really got to kick in gear with that power. I ran with a lot of power, so I used to feel it every single
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
man.
How
Every single time.
mentally, how do you stay so positive after suffering an injury for that? Because you came back and then,
Yeah.
your career continued to go on. You didn't stop right there,
Hmm.
so how did you
Yeah.
stay so motivated to go on even after that quad injury? Because that's tough, man. I never imagined
Yeah.
tearing a quad.
Yeah. I think for me, man, just being optimistic about what it was that I could do, having faith in myself and also just, my trainers and the treatment that I was getting every day. It was things that I was, acupuncture I was doing daily, making sure I was stretching correctly. I had my own personal masseuse and guy that stretched me often to make sure that I was ready and prepared, for those games or for practice. So, with that, and like I said, also just being optimistic about the opportunities that I did and will have when I was playing. I just had to go out there and play, man. It's a lot of that stuff you have to block out. And when you love the game and you get out there, you could be banged up a little bit. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna play some football.
No, absolutely. And I know you learned that from your brother when you said the massage therapist and the acupuncture and all that stuff. Your brother was the best at that. Because when I got to the Commanders,
Yeah.
man, I used to Jordan Reed would come to me, he's like, "Man, I got this guy at his house. Like, you got to check him out." Like, I'm like, "You got it, bro?" Like, so I go to the house, it's this dude that, he changed everything for me. I mean, I can't remember his name because I worked with him for maybe 3 months, 3 to 4.
Mm.
But he was really, really good, man. So,
Yeah, man.
shout out to your bro for blessing us with that. Uh, but
Yeah, man.
I practiced that throughout my career, like, with the dry needle, the massage therapy, the, eating properly and all those things because dudes don't understand, even stretching, guys like you and I, we quick twitch, you know,
Yeah,
speed.
very quick
So
twitch, bro.
gotta
We need it.
stretch, you gotta get those massages, man. That's very important. And you can attest to that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, for me, it was also gave me an opportunity to understand my body, right? So, you're dealing with these different doctors, and they're explaining to you like what muscles are attached to, what ligaments, and this is this and that. And I'm just like, okay, what I can do, what I can't do. How can I strengthen my quad back to get me back to the point where I'll need to be and who I was. So understanding that stuff and knowing that they were working on me and getting me ready, I was very optimistic about every time I stepped on the field, but at the same time, I still did feel it. Every now and then I feel it. I'm like, man, like, but I stayed on top of it, throughout the rest of my career. And, when it was time to go, it was time to go.
Yeah, no, no, I get that, man. Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I want to pivot back real quick to your brother, having an older brother, because
Hmm.
I have a younger brother, Vontae Davis, who passed away last year. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. My
Yeah, I
condolences, bro, for
appreciate you,
sure,
man.
man.
Um, did you did you always see yourself in his shadow? What was that like having a brother who was dynamic and you trying to like do the same thing?
I didn't. It's surprisingly I didn't feel that way, man. Me and Santana is like so very similar, but also very, very different. And things outside and off the field. I never felt like I was like living in his shadow. I always felt like what he was doing was definitely inspiration for me and motivating for me to know that, hey, my brother can do this, man. I know I can do it. We cut from the same cloth. Like we from the same household. So if my brother can do it, I can definitely do it. So it was motivating for me. And it never made me feel like I was living in his shadow or trying to be him. I just knew that I can get those same opportunities and I can make the best of those opportunities as well, like my brother did. If I continue to put in the work like he was putting in the work, we used to go outside to catch the football. We used to go run routes, you know what I'm saying? We used to go chase each other around the neighborhood to work on our speed in the field. Like he used to always pull us outside. Come on, let's go. Let's go run. Me, him, and my brother Lloyd. Let's go do this. Let's go
Wow.
catch. Let's go see this. Like he always did that with us. So it's like I'm waking up and I'm living and I'm breathing this. How you can't tell me that I can't accomplish the same thing that he's accomplished. You understand what I'm saying? So that ultimately fueled our work ethic to keep going. Motivated us to keep going because my brother was doing it. So I was like, yeah, man, Tanner man could do it. I could definitely do it, man. No matter what.
Did you
So
ever do you
yeah,
ever take moments to like reflect back on your journey from a child all the way up to now, like just to find that I don't know, just the gratefulness behind like the journey, man, because it was as easy as it was when you were doing it, because you're
hmm,
probably like me, you train your mind, everything's easy, right? But when you think back, it's really hard. It was really hard because it was just little things that could have like just went this way or that way, and then you don't even make it this far,
yeah,
right? So do you ever think
yeah.
back on those moments like that?
I think a lot now I do, man. Having those opportunities because I'm being constantly reminded by either it's fans that, reach out via social media and they may send a clip or they may send trading cards or they may send a note from, people that I met when they were 5 or 6 years old. They're now 26. They got their own family. I'm like, hold on, wait, what? So it gives me an opportunity to really reflect and to think about the things and how hard I worked to get to the point that I am now, or even to get to what we went through. Like, high school wasn't easy. College wasn't easy. In my mind, I thought it was a lot of times, but it wasn't if you think about the hours and the time that we put in and things that we sacrifice each and every day to be the best at our position or to be the best, collegiate football team. It was never easy. And but it gives me an opportunity, like I said, to look back and really appreciate it. But I'm always forever grateful, man, for everything that I've been able to accomplish, where I am now in life, as a man, outside of the accolades for being a professional athlete, and even in the realm of being in the entertainment industry. But just as a man, man, like I thank my parents, man, for raising us the way that they raised us.